How's it going, everybody? So, I just got the news that the Supreme Court has rejected the Texas lawsuit. Um, you know, it's not over yet. Supreme Court votes on the 14th. So, I know that the Trump team still has a couple things that they can do, but this was a pretty important thing. My my concern with this is what we're seeing is states lining up against states. And when the federal government refuses to get involved, it's only going to escalate further. And if this isn't handled, the proposition that during a presidential election, a party can commit fraud or a party can commit a conspiratorial effort to um, cast votes one way and produce an outcome and get away with it is a very scary thing, I guess. Um, I don't know. I guess we kind of needed this win, but at the same time, like I said, man, Trump has a couple other routes, I guess, but time is wearing down, and what makes me curious about this situation is, look, I've said this before on this channel that while I am registered as a conservative, I am I realize that I'm open to the idea that politicians are politicians. It does not matter what color you fly. It does not matter what party you claim. It does not matter what set of values you claim to hold. Politicians are mostly corrupt. And just because the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land does not mean that there are not corrupt politicians there. It does not mean that there are not corrupt politicians all throughout Washington. It does not mean that there are not corrupt politicians all through every state and legislature that exists in the United States. And I'm wondering myself how deep the corruption does run. Um, and how deep this goes in reference to, you hear things about the Great Reset. You hear things about um, these giant conspiratorial ideas that are worldwide, not just nationwide. And you just gotta wonder, you know? Just gotta wonder. Obviously, the best thing for the working class is freedom. The best thing for the working class is the ability to go out and make your living, um, and rise above and overcome. But the best thing for the elite is to not allow any more people into the elites and to minimize that number of people within the group. So I don't want to get too far out with what I'm saying. With what I'm saying, but I think you're kind of picking up what I'm saying. I'm hoping. Um, you just have to wonder, and I don't know if they're pushing this to the very brink, so that there is no route for the Democrats to take to repeal it, because obviously if they were able to repeal it, they would get that through in a heartbeat because of the corruption that is in the United States government. So they may very well just be, and I mean, Texas can file another lawsuit. There are other ways to do this. So they may just be waiting until the very end of the line in order to get it through, so that there is no way for the Democrats or at least the corruption. I can't really refer to them as the Democrats anymore. The corrupt criminals within our government. They may just be trying to push that off and wait until the last minute so that there is no appeal, there is no way for them to come back and win. But I don't know. But this is obviously becoming this has been a historical year as it is. But this is a very divided time in history, and this is a very important time in history where America can go one of two ways, and I don't think the world's going to end if Biden goes in, but I do think that a lot of people, especially that I see day to day, are going to lose their jobs. A lot of people that I see day to day are going to lose their houses, are going to lose everything. And that would be for 4 years. And on top of that, we're going to lose our freedom. We're going to lose our freedom to choose to wear a mask. We're going to lose our freedom to choose what we want to say and how we say it and how much of a reach we're able to express the things we say. And that sucks. But I don't think the world will end. You just have to wonder how far the corruption goes. I'm not saying that the Supreme Court is corrupt, but what I am saying is there a bigger plan here? Is there a bigger plan to get these states into all-out informational warfare? Because I seen a video with this girl discussing, World War III would be an informational war, the war of information, which it is, and we are in that time. This is a war on information. We have two sides that are pushing their own facts, their own information. One side's pushing their own facts, their own information, and suppressing the other, and then the other is not suppressing the opposition, but just trying to get facts out as they are. And it's just two sides warring with each other on information. So we are in an information war right now, but you have to wonder how far that will escalate and what would be the outcome of that. I see people talk about secession, and I don't see it happening, but I guess anything is possible in 2020. I don't think it's going to happen. But I didn't think that the Supreme Court would turn this down either. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Obviously, this is kind of a blow to any Trump supporters out there. We were kind of hoping this would be the big victory we were wishing for. But like I said, we could still have that victory. They might just be pushing it off until a later time and winding down the clock. Obviously, a big part of the battle is not allowing your opposition to heal their troops, not allowing them to flank you, not allowing you to get the heads up on them. So who knows what the plan is, but all I know is if you're thinking the things I am, you're fighting on the right side, and you're fighting for freedom of information. So have a good night, guys.